My name is Alana McKeever. I recently completed my animal nursing assistant course in Greenmount College in May 2016. A week after completing my course, I left to volunteer in Malawi, Southeast Africa for 3 weeks alongside Mission Rabies, a charity that offers free rabies vaccinations to all cats, dogs and monkeys, as Malawi has the highest rabies death in humans known worldwide. I was inspired to go by my tutor who spoke to us all in class one day. So I applied, had fundraisers at home and set off on my travels. The part of Malawi I was in was called Blantyre. It's an extremely poor part of the country. Most of the vaccines we were distributing was on foot, walking an average of approximately 15 miles per day, setting off roughly at 6 o'clock in the morning, taking a break midday to avoid the scorching sun, and starting off again at about 3 and finishing again at 6. We would walk from community to community with a cooler bag carrying our vaccines and all the information that we needed to collect. We had little handsets that we would make note of the sex of the animal, if they were neutered or unneutered, if they were owned, roaming free, how we find them, and also if they had any injuries. If they did, we would report it to the head office, or if we came across an animal with rabies, we would contact the main vet, and he would go out. We would tag the location, he would go out and collect the animal and bring it back to the centre and go from there with the animal. The charity also offered the free neutering service, which also allowed the families to go to the main office. Again, if they did live too far away, the vet would go and collect the animal. I think within the 3 weeks we had vaccinated over 75,000 dogs, cats and monkeys. The most they have done so far, I think this was the 3rd year they were having it in Africa. And it was hitting the 1,000 mark for the free neutering also. The tasks I carried out were extremely different to those that I would do at home in clinic. Obviously at home in clinic here things are very sterile and by the book, whereas out there even the restraint of the animals was unbelievable, as most owners couldn't even get control of their own animals. Animal cruelty out there is extremely high, therefore leaving the animals extremely vicious. Myself as a volunteer was not allowed to handle the animals, obviously due to health and safety. We were sectioned into teams, and within the teams there would have been maybe 3 locals, so the locals would have done most of the handling. After each animal was vaccinated, they would have been marked with either a green or red marker, just so we could differentiate if animals were to start to roam or be set free from their home area, just so then we would be able to know and not distribute extra vaccines. The experience has really helped me in my own practice, as it has allowed me to think outside of the box when it comes to resources, as obviously when we were out there we had little to nothing, the people had little to nothing. It has shown me a whole new light also on the word teamwork, as I said, we would have had 3 locals within our team, and maybe only myself and another volunteer, so the communication was very limited. Not all of them spoke great English, and neither did the locals. Would have spoke no English at all. So it's really helped me in other forms of communication, knowing that yes, there might be a language barrier, but it's not always the way to communicate with people.